So next question, geodesic of a right circular cylinder. Find the geodesic of a right circular cylinder. Proof. The arc length element ds in the cylindrical polar coordinates r, phi, z is given by ds equal to root of dr whole square plus r square into d phi whole square plus dz whole square. If the arc lies in the right circular cylinder with z-axis as its axis and radius of cross section a, then we have r equal to a. So differentiation of r is 0 because a is constant. Capital R means radius of cross section. So dr 0 means dr square is 0. So first term in this root becomes 0. R is a, that's why a square d phi whole square plus dz whole square. So 0 plus anything is 0. D phi whole square is common. So here d phi whole square is there. That's why a square. Here no d phi whole square. That's why we are dividing d phi whole square. If you have any doubt to cancel these two, then we are going to get dz whole square only. So d phi whole square comes outside to the root, that is d phi. Therefore, ds is the expression as a square plus dz by d phi whole square d phi. The length of the arc connecting to 2 points A and B on the cylinder r equal to a is given by s equal to integration phi 1 to phi 2 ds by d phi into d phi. Next, so substitute ds by d phi value where phi 1 and phi 2, the values of phi at A and B respectively. So, now the geodesic is the curve on the cylinder r equal to a is the curve for which s is minimum. Geodesic means always we need minimum only. So, here f equal to root of a square plus z dash square, which does not containing phi and z explicitly. Here you can take x as phi, y as z, y dash as z dash. Then the corresponding Euler's equation is z double dash equal to 0. Originally the corresponding Euler's equation is y double dash 0, but here z is there. That's why z double dash equal to 0. So on integrating z dash equal to a, here a is integrating constant. Again integrating z dash becomes z, a constant, 1 will be there. Integration of 1 with respect to phi is d phi, plus integrating constant b. So where a and b are constants and the equation 2 represents a straight line because here also z power 1 and phi power 1 and it is a geodesic on the cylinder r equal to a. Next one, geodesic on a sphere. Find the geodesic on a sphere of radius a or show that the shortest arc joining 2 points on a sphere is the minor arc of the greatest circle through them. So proof, the equation of the sphere of radius a with center at the origin is given by, so x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square. All of you know this is the equation of the sphere. In the case of spherical polar coordinates r, theta, phi, the elementary arc length is given by, observe here a is a point, that point coordinates are r1, theta 1 and phi 1. B equal to, that is also r only because r is radius, theta 2 and phi 2. Okay, since the radius is a units, r is a, differentiation of r is means differentiation of a, that is 0. Differentiation of constant is 0. So substitute 0 here. Then the remaining equation is r is there. R means a. That means a square d theta whole square Here also again you are going to substitute a square sin square theta d phi by d phi whole square. Observe a square d theta square is we are taking common. Here we are taking total as common. That's why 1 plus r square means a square. We are putting outside a square. Here we don't have d theta term. That's why we are doing d theta whole square as denominator. So a comes outside, d theta comes outside from the root. The remaining term will be in the root only. Here a equal to radius is a, theta 1 phi 1, b equal to radius is a, theta 2 phi 2 are 2 points on the sphere are equal to a. Hence the arc length between a and b is given by s equal to s. How we are going to get means integration of ds is s only, a to b ds by d theta into d theta. So ds by d theta means this d theta goes to this side, then root of 1 plus sin square theta into d phi by d theta whole square. This d theta comes to here. A is constant, that's why we put outside. Now the geodesic is the curve on the sphere r equal to a, for which s is minimum. S is length of the arc. Here f is equal to root of 1 plus sin square theta into phi dash square, which is independent of phi dash d phi by d theta. Here also you can take phi as y, phi dash as y dash. So here therefore the corresponding Euler's equation is dou f by dou phi dash equal to constant. Originally this equation is dou f by dou y dash equal to constant. Here we have no y, phi only, that's why we are writing phi. So differentiation of f with respect to phi dash. First root is there, 1 by 2 into root of. So root differentiation is completed. 0. Sin square theta constant, because we are doing partial differentiation with respect to phi dash. Phi dash square differentiation is 2 phi dash. This is integrating c. Here constant is there, that is c only. Squaring on both sides, 1 as 1 only. 2 becomes 4. Root and square get cancelled. Here sin square theta becomes sin power 4. 4 into theta dash whole square. C becomes c square. 4 get cancelled. Take this denominator to RHS side. Multiply with the c square. Take this c square sin square theta phi dash square to LHS side. Take common sin square theta into phi dash square. After taking this common, here sin square is there. Put it here. Here minus c square. Multiplication becomes division. Again squaring on both, take root on both sides. Phi dash c. Root of sin square theta is sin theta. Root of sin square theta minus c square. So here observe c into sin theta goes to upside as cosecant theta, because 1 by sin is cosecant theta. Root of sin square theta minus c square as it is. Again multiply and divide with cosecant theta. Cosecant theta into cosecant theta is cosecant square theta. So cosecant theta into root of this term. So again numerator as it is. This cosecant square theta goes to root inside as cosecant square theta. So sin square theta into cosecant square theta minus c square into cosecant square theta. Take this is sin square theta and cosecant square theta is 1, because sin theta can be written as 1 by cosecant theta. So sin square theta means cosecant square. Cosecant square cancel. Then you are going to get 1 only. So c square into cosecant square as it is. But we know that cosecant square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta. Substitute here. Next, multiply 1 minus c square minus c square cot square. Put c into cot theta equal to t. So, c constant. Cot theta differentiation is minus cosecant square theta. Theta differentiation is d theta. T differentiation is dt. So, minus into plus is minus. C into cosecant square theta d theta equal to dt. Multiply both sides with the minus. Then minus becomes plus. Here minus. Again integration of d phi. With d theta goes to this side. So, integration of numerator as it is. Okay. So, this is also as it is. Integration of d phi. So, replace c into cosecant square theta into d theta as minus dt root of 1 minus c square as it is. Here c cot theta is t, means c square cot square is t square. Integrate on both sides. So, minus 1 dt. So, here you can write 1 minus c square as root of 1 minus c square whole square. Okay. But we know that integration of minus 1 by root of a square minus x square dx is cos inverse of x by a. So, here cos inverse of, observe here cos inverse of x means t, a means root of 1 minus c square. Integrating constant b. So, replace t value, that is c into cot theta, equation 2. The constants b and c can be determined using the end conditions theta equal to theta 1 and theta equal to theta 2 at a and b respectively. The curve 2 is an extremal of the functional 1. The curve 2 is the curve of minimum length between the points a and b on the sphere of radius r equal to a. Now to show that geodesic on a sphere or arcs of great circles. For this, phi equal to, this is the expression what we are going to get. Plus b becomes minus b. Cos inverse becomes cos. So, this is as it is. So, we are taking c by root of 1 minus c square as k. So, cos of phi minus b equal to k into cot theta. So, here k cot theta I am writing here. Cos of a minus b formula is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. So, cot theta equal to multiplication becomes division. I am taking this as capital A, this as capital B. So, I am going to get this expression. All of you know cot theta is cos by sin. So, cross multiplication. Then you are going to get a into sin theta into cos phi plus b into sin theta into sin phi equal to cos phi. Multiply both sides with a. Then you are going to get a into this plus b into this equal to a cos theta. So, let x equal to this bracket, y equal to this bracket and z equal to this one. Substitute these values in x square plus y square plus z square and simplify. Then you are going to get a square. Equation 3, that is this one, a into x plus b into y equal to z, but z comes to this side as minus z. Then RHS contains 0. This represents a plane through the origin. Y means here z also there, which is the center of the sphere. That origin is center of the sphere. Thus, equation ax plus by minus z equal to 0 together with x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square represents the center of intersection of the plane with the sphere. The curve is clearly great circle on the sphere. Thus, the geodesic on a sphere are arcs of great circles.